Hello my little dumplings. We're on my terrace again and today we're making crispy tarragon chicken with some very easy rice and a lovely little herb salad. And the reason I'm making this is because it's the perfect dinner party easy recipe because it's all in one tray and then you can just forget about the rice and people will be like, wow, what's going on here? And you'll say, Liberty told me to. And this is cooking with Fennell. I made this recipe about 2 years ago, and you end the chicken off with some grapes and you roast the grapes. Right, sounds crazy, but it's actually not. The pops of sweetness with the crispy, salty chicken is just incredible. So let's get to it, shall we?
Woohoo! Great intro.
Okay. So I've got some chicken legs here, and the reason they're looking a little bit spotty is because I've dried them out overnight. And the reason for doing that is that it's going to really make the skin extremely crispy. And the way you dry them out is just by putting them on the tray you're going to roast them in. And don't cover them and just put them out in the fridge like that. Seems a little bit odd, but trust me, it will make your skin so much crispier. What we're going to do is we're going to make some butter that we're going to put under the skin of the chicken. I'm just going to take about half a pack. That's about just over a stick. It's probably about a stick and a half, about 125 grams. And we're just going to chop up some tarragon, quite a bit. This is a pretty heavy tarragon recipe, so if you don't like tarragon, then just stop watching the bloody video. Do you know what I mean? We are going to chop up this tarragon nice and fine, and then we're going to add it to the butter with a little bit of garlic, salt and pepper, and then we're going to spread it underneath the chicken skin. So that's going to really flavour the meat and make the skin really, really crispy. I'm going to grate a garlic clove in there. Not a crazy amount, just one big one. Heavy on the salt because it's meat. I want it to be seasoned well. Some black peps. Really work that butter, work it. Okay, that's all nice and mixed together now, and then we're going to lift up the skin, spread up, and get it under the skin. Get your finger here and just sort of wiggle, okay? Slightly gross feeling, but it's oh so worth it. So we've got a little pocket. You know what's going in that pocket? Butter.
Butter.
Butter!
Butter.
Okay, and then you're just going to get that. You're going to pop it in, and then you're just going to sort of press down and
wow,
get it in there, Okay, and so continue doing this until you have finished all of the chicken.
Rinse and repeat, baby.
Okay, now we're going to get some shallots in there. Basically, we're just going to halve them. Very easy. And we'll probably just use about 6 to 8 halved. And you just want to dot these around the pan. And I've got some left that I made earlier.
Look at this swap out.
I know. Stunning, easy, delightful. Okay, and then let's just get some whole garlic cloves in there for flavour, because why not?
Skins and all.
Skins and all. I'd say 8. Let's go 8. Let's go 8. We went 8 shallots. Shallots, you would say. We're just now going to season up these little darlings. We just want to make sure everything's well seasoned. You could absolutely do this with cauliflower. I mean, you're not going to be shoving it under any skin, but you could be rubbing it on the top, and you're going to create just as a delicious dish. We're just going to use a little bit of olive oil, a tiny bit, on these onions, just so that they don't catch. But you don't want too much because the butter will seep out and be roasting them, but it's just for that beginning part. Bye.
Bye.
So that chicken is going to sit in there for about 25 to 30 minutes. I will check it after 25. We want it to be crispy. before we add liquid to the bottom of the pan, because we want that skin to really, really cook. So we don't want any flobby skin.
No.
Ew. So in the meantime, I'm going to cook the rice. Very simple, very easy. I would recommend getting a rice cooker. It has changed my life. I lived in this world without one for way too long, and since I got one last year for the first time, it's life-changing. Having dinner parties and having a rice cooker, and the rice can sit for 4, 5, 6 hours and stay warm in the rice cooker is amazing. Like, you don't have to think about it. And you can also add so many things. You're not just cooking rice. And that's what we're going to do today.
Boom, baby.
So we're going to slice up a nice big leek, and that's going to go in the rice cooker with our jasmine rice. We're just going to, and it's going to really steam and cook with it, and it's going to be all lovely and soft by the end of it. So we're just going to slice it up. Don't have to overthink it. You can have it chunky if you want. You can have it small, or you can chop it just like me. I have some washed rice here. I washed it earlier, okay? We're going to get these leeks in there. Also, if you don't have a rice cooker, you can still do the same thing. Don't worry, just do it like you normally would in a pot. It's the same concept.
Just way less cool.
Just way less cool and interesting. Then we are going to go in with some bone broth or chicken stock. So here we go. So we're going to get this in here and season with salt and pepper, of course. And then I'm going to put this in the rice cooker.
Whoop. Hey, What? Wait, what?
What? Get the fuck out of my kitchen. We've got the chicken in the oven. We've got the rice in the pot. Basically, the bulk is done. So you're good to go right now. Now you're going to make some little sort of nice sidey bits. One being a little aioli, a quick little aioli. And people will go crazy for this aioli. We're actually going to use even more tarragon because this is all about tarragon, this recipe.
Whoop.
Whoop whoop!
There it is.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay, so we are going to finely chop again. We're going to go some mustard, Dijon. Okay, we're going to do, that was 2 teaspoons. That was a big, big heap. So we're going to do 2 teaspoons. Maybe we'll do 3. 3. We're going to go about 2 tablespoons. I'm using a teaspoon, but I promise you it's 2 tablespoons. Some salt, some pepper, and a garlic clove.
The way you did that
What?
was so, like, get the fuck off my cutting board. That was so good.
It's all about the laughs, you know? Cooking should be fun. We're going to taste it. Might add a little squeeze of lemon juice. We shall see. It's looking pretty good to me. Also might add a bit more tarragon, you know?
Whoa, you crazy guy.
I know. More tarragon. Delicious, but just trust me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, okay.
She's loving. She's living. She's laughing.
A tiny bit of lemon. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's banging. Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. So, to go with our rice and our chicken and our lovely whipped up little sauce we've just made here, we're going to have a really quick and easy salad to go on the side. And the salad is literally only made up of herbs. So we have parsley. I've washed all of these, and then we're basically just going to pick the leaves, and then you can just put it in the fridge and save it for later. And we'll dress it later too, obviously, because we don't want them to wilt. So we're literally just going to pick parsley leaves. I've got a big bunch of parsley. The majority of this salad will be parsley. What the fuck? Guys, you're going to have nothing to eat for dinner. So we have all these lovely leaves of parsley that we've picked. Then we're just going to very roughly chop. We want some like big pieces of dill. And do the same with the mint. You're just going to pick the leaves. Takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it. We're going to be like, wow, a salad with no lettuce leaves? All herbs? you're going to have such a lovely punchy flavour after this. And we're just going to dress it with a simple olive oil and lemon dressing, and then some really finely sliced shallots. And we've got some basil leaves. We're just going to rip these up because they're quite big. Tear them up, get them in there. Stunning. And then we've even got some chives. I'm just going to do a nice handful. Chop them up nice and chunky, something like that. Get those in there. We are going to slice a shallot. I'm just going to do incredibly thin rounds, and you can use a mandolin if you like, just don't hurt yourself, okay? Then you can just cover this and get it out ready for when your guests arrive. We're going to do a little drizzle of olive oil, nice squeeze of lemon juice, salt and pepper, and all the flavour is going to be coming from the herbs, so you don't need a big fancy dressing. Guys, get the fuck off my grapes. This has been in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. What we're going to do is, now it's got quite crispy, we don't want to pour this on the chicken because we still want the skin to stay crispy, but we want to pour it in and around the chicken. We're going to add a little bit of chicken stock. We're going to add a bit of white wine and a little bit of miso paste. It's 1 teaspoon mixed with a little bit of boiling water to water it down. So I'm going to put the miso paste in here, and we're going to maybe make this up to be about 250 ml. So I've done 100 milliliters of wine and about 50 milliliters of chicken stock and about 50 of the miso paste. So if we just mix that together. And then we're going to pour this in and around, not on top of. And then we're going to put it back in for about 30 mins, 25 to 30 mins. Stunning. Can't wait.
Woo-hoo.
Seriously? I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Why am I doing this? You're tired. You're tired. Why are we here? We don't want to be doing this. This is what we do for you. Okay. Oh, Meredith. Okay, so this has been in the oven altogether for about an hour and 20, hour and 15. And this sauce has got extremely caramelized and delicious. It's quite salty, delicious umami sauce. And so now we're going to add a pop of sweetness with these grapes. So we just want to dot them around, and then we're literally just going to put this tray back in for about 10 minutes. So they soften slightly. And then we'll serve it up with the rice and the herby salad, and then the delicious Dijon garlic mayonnaise that we made with tarragon. Look at that. I mean, who wouldn't want to eat that, for God's sake? You know what I mean, get in here, Meredith.
I know Meredith wants to get in there.
That, I mean, that's just
Beautiful.
a sight for sore eyes, isn't it? Bye. Okay, so we have this gorgeous tray out of the oven, and can you see that these grapes have just become nice and soft, but not too soft. We don't want them to just melt away, but they're just going to have these lovely pops of sweetness with the chicken. Trust me, the combo is just delightful. So we're going to serve this up, ready for my dinner guests. This unbelievable sort of gravy that you've just made. The smell's so caramelized and delicious, you know? Stunning, stunning, stunning. Look at that. God, that looks good. I'm probably going to garnish it with even more tarragon because it will look beautiful. But first I'm just going to scoop up some of this amazing juice. Oh, lost a bit. Okay, so I just got the rice out of the rice cooker, served it into a bowl. I'm going to toss the salad and serve it all up because it is ready to go. Do a little squeeze of lemon juice on the leaves that we put away earlier. Some salt, obviously. Bit of peps. And that's really all you need, and some olive oil. Like that. And then you can just toss that with your hands. I'm going to get some of this amazing chicken. Pop that onto the rice. Some of the grapes. Obviously some of this delicious gravy, which is all at the bottom. Don't forget that we have the mustard tarragon mayo that we made. And that's just going to go right on top. And then some of this lovely herby salad for the side. Oh, look at that.
So deep in love, oh yeah, with a wonderful girl.
Okay, that's banging. That's really good. Whoa. Whoa, I'm good. Okay, so the food is done. I'm just going to set the table very quickly, nothing too fancy. It's a Wednesday night. And so I'm going to go and do that now.
Oh yeah, so deep in love. Y'all listen to me now. While I was through, oh yeah, counting the stars above. But I've changed my mind. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm so deep in love. Yeah, I'm not love deep in my heart. It's so adorable, must be heaven's work of art. Oh yeah, so deep in love. Counting the stars above, oh yes, but I've changed my mind, 'cause I'm so deep in love, oh yeah, the sweet thing you do.
So if you want to make this, please do. So try this recipe for your next dinner party, because I promise you it is so easy. And if you want a good cocktail to pair with it, you can click the recipe below and have this amazing Amaro, very easy sort of Negroni type thing that I've made up.
So deep in